First pitch fastball. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Don't jinx me, asshole.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
This is where you can get a sense for a young guy's character out there.
The batter.
You know, okay, he got a raw deal on a couple of those calls, but
you think?
Some guys get angry, some get motivated. Others, they just go into a shell. We'll have to see how he responds.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner, but foul. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Grounded up the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number
Could have had
9.
it, but it was hit too hard.
So stepping in, number 9, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
What he's going to do is attempt to go after it.
Here's the 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We played 4 full, and Springfield leads this thing 3-2. Angel Mateo comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Taylor giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Doug Major will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Same spot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his team.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Well, at least not against me.
Stepping in now, Rod Caudle. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5.
Nope.
Ball 1.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
Well, you didn't.
Very high, 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete. Springfield's out in front, 4-2. Vance Hernandez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First offering on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's
the windup and the 1-0 pitch. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Come on, he start looking at things.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Falling for it, Taylor. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Henry Cho will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball
a fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Yeah, but it didn't answer if I got that fucking call.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he takes a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Yuri Perez will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
That's a ball.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Let's try location again, except don't miss this time.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Sound better? Got what I wanted.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cruz is right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full, and Springfield leads this thing 4-2. Lauren Asuncion steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Still 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Boy, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is a great at-bat to start off an inning. You've got a guy out there on the mound burning through pitch after pitch, just trying to finish this guy off, and he never could do it.
Keo Saar will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Play on that one.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, fuck.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone, then stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Yep.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. John Wheeler will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Wheeler.
Come on. Oh. Yay.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely...
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Springfield wins it 7-5. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game: for the victorious Springfield Cardinals, 7 runs on 9 hits. 1 error, they left 15 men on base. For the Hooks, 5 runs, 8 hits,
All
1
right,
error.
now.
They left 7 men on base.
I hate doing these, but they give me extra points, so okay. Right. This is starting off right. Do I? And I raised my negative. Why couldn't I start with this? Man, oh man. Too far. Oh, this is silver, I think.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the San Antonio Missions and the Springfield Cardinals. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He is such a clutch hitter for this ball club. His average with runners in scoring position is up over 400 on the year, so expect him to cash in if he gets a chance.
Zach Ward, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, this will be his second start of the season. In his first start, he already got himself in the win column. He'll be looking to add to that here.
Adam Zahorik strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Shortstop, Adam Zahorik.
And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. EK, you take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
And that last loss was one of those games that you hate to lose. It really could have gone either way, but for our sake, I hope we get another close game like that here.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Nice start.
Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a leadoff double.
Oh, it's just so important for a visiting ball club to come out swinging in the first inning. You got to do what you can do to get on the board first. And he gives him a good shot at that right here as he kicks off the night with a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Nathaniel Randolph, a splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. No one out with a runner at second. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1.
No,
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Oh no, I did good in the first game.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through. A base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Batting third,
Patrick Coates will come forward now. Back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky, I think you let him throw you one here. He hasn't proven to me that he can find the strike zone yet.
Nobody out, runner on first. To short, hit hard. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He had that. What the hell is that bullshit?
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
See that? He could have had that fucking thing. Look at my number changed again. What the hell is that shit?
Stepping in now, Lance Leahy, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, you hate to even consider getting the bullpen going here in the first inning, but we may see some stirring down there pretty soon now. That's 4 straight hits to start things off here in the first inning.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Lorenzo Fernandez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
To first. To second for 1.
He's out.
Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Well, you want to get out of the inning without conceding the run, but this is going to be an acceptable trade-off for him. No RBI,
no, it's not, because that's 3-0 now, you asshole.
Into the box now, Jimmy Lundy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great game, Jack.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just passed his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Into the box, Steve Ramirez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Well, he's really had to work. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, a diving stop. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. One to get him out of trouble. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this.
Okay, we got it. Nice play.
Ramon Alfonso will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Ramon Alfonso.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
I know I was as realistic as possible, but now is not the time to give me bullshit calls like that.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Pitch on the way. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with that, let's check out the Springfield defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
In now, Richard Valdez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Right there for strike one.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Adam Zahorik will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Well, he hit the fastball, so we're going to see right here if they still come at him with the hard stuff.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
The answer is yes.
And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward right center.
Come on, I had your ass.
And he's got himself a base hit.
God damn it.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against him already, and we're just in the 2nd inning.
Nathaniel Randolph stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Got him swinging 2-0, but he missed the splitter 2-1.
That was basically a give me over pitch. I even missed that one.
All even now, 2-2. And another foul ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. San Antonio's out in front, 3-0.
Something, some kind of fucking support.
Zach Ward gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
That's the same kind of speed I do.
The 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Come on, man.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Missions lead it 3-0. Patrick Coates is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Lance Leahy waits on deck. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on Show Track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called 3rd strike.
Standing in now, Lance Leahy. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip. It's strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Bowden scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Lorenzo Fernandez will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike one.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Still 2-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. San Antonio's out in front, 3-0. Jimmy Lundy is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Center fielder, Jimmy Lundy.
Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike one. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One and two.
I got to count 1 and 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Steve Ramirez will be next. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Ripped down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 34, Steve Ramirez.
We'll give you another look at all 8 pitches here in the at-bat. I mean, this was a battle from beginning to end. He took some tough pitches, fouled off a few more, and then eventually he gets his reward with a solid base hit.
Steve Ramirez will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Ramon Alfonso.
Things are not really going his way out there for him at all. I mean, that's already 8 hits he's allowed in just 3+ innings. It's hard to imagine him turning things around the way he's thrown the ball so far.
At the plate, Ramon Alfonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
In now, Richard Valdez. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, a double play ball to second. 4, 6.
He's out.
3. It's a double play, and the inning is over.
That's what I like to see.
4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Adam Zahorik heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Thanks.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Sometimes this is just what you need.
Now batting.
You know, you're in the middle innings now. You can grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Nathaniel Randolph will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time.
1 ball.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
And you know, guys, sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. I mean, if the pitcher can't get this thing, you figure it's going to take a superhuman effort by anybody else behind the mound to make a play. This one's going to go down as an infield single.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game.
Run inning.
Without question, a
That's
standout
where it started after I left.
So that just about does it.
So I'm not
For
doing the
EK,
shitty
Psycho,
one,
and
I
the
guess.
crew, I'm Matt
Right.
Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Missions are victorious here. They win it 16-4.
4 hours.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us here tonight.
Of course, I know I'm not going to win every game, but god damn it. Wow, that was shitty. I tried. Like I said, I've This isn't the first pitcher I've tried. Actually, I've done it a couple of times, and that's why the difficulty's up so high. I think I'm going to call it here. Because it's obvious nobody's watching me. Oh. I moved up to 4th in the rotation. That's, if anything, that's progress. Like I said, I'm going to call it here. Save it before I do anything else. Maybe I'll do the batter. Actually, yeah, I did the third baseman, same name, same everything, except the way he looks. He's doing a little better than the pitcher right now, but yeah. Just gonna save this. And that's gonna be it for the show right now.